Yeah. Okay. So this is how it looks like once we complete all steps of creating our trial account. Okay. So if you click on this, you see like these options, and if you click on this, you see the symbols. Okay. So welcome to SAP Integration Suite. So whichever the project you are going to work, they will give you a URL like this. Okay. Whatever the steps we have done till now, those steps we do not need to do. This is the URL you are going to be given when you join any project, any company, you join any project, they will give you URL like this and the credentials. Okay. And the credentials, you just put this URL in browser. It will ask for username password. You just give username password, you will come here. That's it. Okay. Similarly, for development system, they will share one URL like this. For test system, they will share one more URL. For production system, they will share one more URL. For each system, there will be different URL. Most of the cases, credentials would be same. Okay. So that is how it is. So any doubts still here? No doubts. So let's discuss on what are all the options here. See here, what is this? Discover artifacts. Discover artifacts. Next one is design artifacts. Next is monitor artifacts. Next is inspect resource consumption of integration scenarios. Next is settings. Okay. So discover artifacts. So here, before going that, you come to settings, click on APIs. Once you click on APIs, it will automatically activate API management. Okay. Once you click on this, it will activate API management. As of now, you can see only discover, integrations, design, integrations, monitor, integrations, and okay. So what is first discover? Whether it is an API, whatever, first of all, what is discover? Click on integrations. Discover is an option where you find already developed interfaces by SAP. Okay. So what does it mean? SAP company has developed some standard integrations. That means what do you mean by integration? We discussed one word yesterday, interface, right? We told like from sender system to CPI, CPI to receiver system, we call this as an interface. We can also call this as the integration of employee data from employee central or workday to Concur. This we can say it is one integration. One integration, one interface, one integration flow. There is one more new term, guys. The interface. What is that? Integration flow. I flow. We call it as I flow. I flow. So I stands for integration. Integration flow. Okay. So we call it as an interface. We call it as an integration. We call it as I flow. Same thing for same different names. So now come here and see there are already some standard integrations or interfaces or I flows developed by SAP for us to use. Okay. So what does it mean? What does it mean is SAP has done some research. What are all the different standard applications outside in the market? Suppose Concur is an application and Employee Central or Success Factors is an application. Workday is an application. Similarly, there are multiple applications. I will name those. Okay. Okay. Ariba. Okay. Likewise, there will be lot many applications. Okay. So each application has its own functionality. Okay. So in our day-to-day business world, so if somebody is using these applications, there will be some kind of data that will be coming out of this application or going into that application. So they have researched what are all the different possibilities, and they have already provided some standard I flows. Okay. So suppose if you scroll down, suppose if I type here field glass, see SAP ERP for ASAPIO integration with SAP field glass, SAP field glass user integration with SAP Concur. Okay. So S for HANA field logistics supplier item integration with SAP field glass. Replicate supplier item from field glass and maintain activity items in synchronization with milestones. S for HANA integration with field glass. S for HANA is one SAP application. Okay. So if you open this, okay, if you open this one we call it as a package, guys. This one is SAP S for HANA integration with SAP field glass is a, what it is? It is a package. See symbol package. What does it mean package? Package means simply a kind of, it's a kind of folder. So how we create a folder in our laptop to keep different files in the folder. So similarly, package is a folder where we create multiple objects, See, object is integration flow. So we can have multiple integration flows created in one package. So there is different object here, value mapping. There will be a different object, message mapping. So it is not there in this package, but there will be different objects. Okay. So if I open this invoice status replication from S for HANA to SAP field glass, see. So invoice status. So in S for HANA, there will be invoice. The status of that invoice will be sent to field glass. So this is how it is. You can see. Array, sorry guys, see here. So this is a sender application. Sender application is S for HANA. Okay. So this is the connection. So here, this is all the logic implemented in CPI. Okay. Here, this is the receiver field glass. This is the connection. Okay. So this is how an integration flow looks like. So this is a content modifier. This is one script. Okay. This is content modifier. This is content modifier. This is encoder. This is content modifier. So what is content modifier? What is encoder? This is a router. What is router? Right? All these things. These are the options you can see here, right? These are the different options available in integration. I mean, available for designing an integration flow. Okay. This is an integration flow which is already developed by SAP and given it for us. Okay. If we get any requirement, okay, to integrate S for HANA with field glass invoice status, then we can propose that there is a standard integration available. You can just reuse this without developing anything. So only the thing you need to do is you need to update the addresses here. See address. You need to give the address properly, proper address and proper credentials. You don't need to touch anything. We'll come to this later, but I just wanted to show you how an integration flow looks like. Okay, got it? Similarly, we have multiple integrations available here, around some 594 packages available. See, so sometimes when requirement is given, right, they only suggest in the document, go to this standard package, copy that package into your design space and just configure these things. Okay, configure these things. Over. You don't need to design anything. So that is the requirement. So means the requirement fulfills, I mean, the standard integration given by SAP fulfills the requirement. Okay, now. So in that case, we just use the standard content. You don't need to develop from scratch. You don't need to develop from the beginning, from zero, which is already available. You reuse it. Got it? So similarly, what is this S/4HANA? S/4HANA is a ERP system. S/4HANA is ERP system. We discussed, right? This one. S/4HANA means this. Yeah. This one. S/4HANA is ERP system which represents the core of our industry, core system of our industry. Okay. So the Concur looks like this. Field glass looks like one application is field glass, one application is Concur, one is Ariba, right? One is a different customer. Okay. One is cloud for customer, one is commerce cloud. Okay. Likewise, multiple applications will be there. S/4HANA integration with field glass, we have seen just now. Similarly, there will be a number of things. And also, one important thing is there is best practices. So if you type best practices here, there will be integration flow design guidelines. Integration flow design guidelines. Okay. See, integration flow design guidelines. All these are for knowledge and learning purposes. These integration flow design guidelines are given by SAP so that it will help you. It will help the developer how I can design something. Suppose integration flow design guidelines, enterprise integration patterns. If I open this, you will have 39 artifacts. First of all, just go to overview. The integration package contains integration flows to illustrate the design of most common enterprise integration patterns. Okay. So just go to the artifacts. Okay. So here you see generic receiver, pattern aggregator. Pattern aggregator is one option in CPI. So what does that aggregator does? Okay. So content-based routing, what does router does? Okay. Similarly, content enricher. So if you open content enricher, so content enricher is an option. Suppose content enricher will be available here. So content enricher, how to use content enricher? This just helps you. Okay, this is how I need to use content enricher. Okay, so this is how I use content enricher. So these things will help you learn about each thing. Okay, suppose here if you do what we say, suppose here click on open space like this and click on this particular symbol, help. Okay, click on that help. What happens is it will take you to help.sap.com. So help.sap.com is the official website for documentation of all SAP products. All SAP products, whether it is cloud integration or process integration or S/4HANA or SAP Concur or anything. Help.sap.com is a website for official documentation of all products given by SAP. So whenever you click on this help, right? So wherever you click, suppose you click for integration flow, okay? So it will show configure integration flow. So see, general runtime configuration, error configuration, whatever the options you see here, general runtime configuration, error configuration. Each option they will explain. General, provide the name of the integration flow. Runtime configuration, you can specify general properties of integration flow. For more information, go here. Okay. Similarly, error configuration, define how to handle errors. Resources, manage different categories of. So I just wanted to let you know that you can go to help.sap.com always for learning anything. So if you want to know the documentation of content modifier or anything, right? Any option on our integration flow. Suppose it is content enricher, right? Go to Google. Go to Google. Content enricher in SAP. SAP CPI. So see, help.sap.com. And also you get blogs.sap.com or community.sap.com. Community.sap.com means, community means these are people like me, you, whoever is already working in SAP CPI. They have an experience in working with SAP CPI. They have very good experience actually. So they will also describe how this content enricher will work. What are the different options, right? So you can refer help.sap.com for official documentation, and also you can refer community.sap.com for for somebody like us will provide some more information. Okay, see, content enricher with combine and enrich algorithms. They will explain all the things. You can also read this one for knowledge purpose. So for knowledge purpose, you can go for community.sap.com as well as help.sap.com. Clear? So now this is all about the discover of what it is. Discover of integration artifacts or integrations, discover integrations. Then what is design integrations? What is design tab? Anyone? What is design? Discover means already existing integration. What is design? So time aipote, sorry, if time is over, right? Please rejoin. Once the meeting ends, please rejoin. Okay. So design means we design the integration flow on our own from the beginning, from the very beginning. Okay. So if you want to design the integration flow on our own, you have to come to design and start working. Then what is monitor? So anyway, please rejoin, guys. We'll discuss few more. Please rejoin, everyone. Everyone, please rejoin. Please rejoin.